Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Well, guess what's going on? The Caltrans thing is still going on. Now, just because it's still going on doesn't mean it has to go on. Now, the latest thing in yesterday's Willits news was the water mitigation between two units that we completely trust and honor. That is Caltrans and the Army Corps of Engineers. I hope I don't upchuck when I said that. So they're going to take turns doing the water mitigation. And it even said in the paper, and this is not exactly, you should read the paper yourself, and it says that it won't be open for the public's input. However, the public can give input at any time. And the taxpayers' money will be used properly. This is our money. The other thing that we want to take a look at is maybe, with our hands put together, there'll be a lawsuit from whatever agency, individuals, nonprofits choose to go after them. What's happened with the exact terminology regarding can the cattle still graze that the farmers had agreed to? I haven't heard the latest on that issue. The town council, with not much public input wanting it, has signed over for getting back 101, which is still going to have to be Caltrans, because unless the other road is a true alternative road, it's not. You know, from Hale Creek to the direction it's going, how many people are going to take it? Well, it's a joyride. We could get together. You need to make phone calls. You need to do emails. You need to be basically annoying to your mother, to your father, to Caltrans workers. You have to show up physically. If you don't want to do it physically, you have to get on the phone, write them letters. You have to let them know. If you don't know what you want, that's okay. But how about what you don't want? Do you want to have Jell-O, cheese, and watermelon soup? I don't think so. My wife doesn't like that either. But that's what you got to go after first. I pull out bull thistle and star thistle by the root. Caltrans, what they're doing right now, has to be pulled out by the root. The amount of money they want to spend, do you think it would help our schools, our elementary schools, our junior schools, our high schools, our junior college, etc.? I think so. How much money is going to the infrastructure, repairing and maintaining existing roads that are there? We're not against that. Why build a new freeway when the old roads they can't maintain and fix at all? What about all the erosions that's happening here and there? Do you drive much in the winter? How about in the summer? It would cost them not much money, probably one full summer, when they'd have enough areas where you can pull off the road and pass that slow vehicle, and more areas where the slow vehicle can pull off of. They're not working much on that, are they? How about all the trash that they don't pick up? That's part of their job. No problem. We have plenty of work for them to do. So all they want to do is sabotage the beautiful Mendocino County that the Bay Area comes here to see. They don't come north to see the next Santa Rosa. They don't come north to see the next San Francisco. They come north to see another time, another pace. That's the motto for Mendocino County. For those who don't know, that's the official legal motto. Another time, another pace. Slow it down. Anytime you get in front of anything, you slow it down. You walk across the street, don't sprint, walk slow. Use the crosswalks. You see Caltrans workers, go over there. It's our right to know. And what are you doing? You can be nice and polite. May I ask you what you're doing? You can take a picture just to take a picture. Record it if you feel like doing it. Show it to me if you feel like showing it to me. The main thing is show it down. Make sure they make a little sense more than, is there a phone number over there to call? I remember when they used to have one, an 800 toll-free number. There's no phone number out there. They pretend they're just doing their job. They have no time to talk to us. What are we? They're going to pollute? Take a look at what they call organic. What they call organic is stuff that you wouldn't eat no matter what, but they call it organic. So that's what they're going to allow themselves to use as fill in the road. The water and the fish, well, we got the pike minnow. That's government at the best. We don't want pike minnow. We want the salmon and the fish that actually belong here. We don't want star thistle. That's another thing that Caltrans did their best and created star thistle. Or didn't create it. They put star thistle out there to stop erosion. Did they do their homework to see how fast and wide it would spread? If they did, they didn't care. The information should be clear. Did you go to the last Willits Town Council meeting where the Army Corps engineer and the people asked Caltrans point-blank questions. Some were vague, some not so vague. Did you see and hear how Caltrans vaguely answered? And they didn't want to answer a lot of questions. Mr. Charlie Fielder didn't know the answers to many of the questions. I thought he was the head out of Eureka. Maybe it's time for him to get a job doing something else. Maybe Dave Kelly, who's really telling us what to do. Notice none of these guys live in Mendocino County. Tell me one job that Dave Kelly's been involved with that went well. How about Charlie Fielder? How about the Richardson Grove thing that brought a judge down to the location in Richardson Grove to take a look at the doublespeak from Caltrans? He didn't rule in their favor. He ruled against them. So here we want to bypass. You need to take a look at the bypass they're giving us, not the dream that you have in your head. I have a dream in my head too. Wow, a bypass, we're all kind of floating in space, nobody bumping into anything, we're not using any oil, there's no pollution. No, here's the reality. They're going to make sounds that are going to deafen us. It's going to go on for at least 4 years. The pollution in the air, they're going to be wearing masks. We're going to want to wear a mask. They're going to stop at what hour of the day? At dark, maybe. The waters are going to be muddy, and they might even hit underground waters, so it means we'll have flooding indefinitely. Take a look at the Caltrans trucks that are going to be non-mitigated on the side roads. They don't feel they have to. The side roads aren't made for the heavy vehicles that they have without the soil in it. So some of the roads, some of the bridges might even break and crack. They feel they're not responsible for it. Oh, before I forget, time is of the essence. Going south here, there's the Bechtel Creek Inn. There's a crosswalk over there. A man, about a year ago, crossed that road, got hit by a vehicle in the fog, dead. Caltrans, a couple of weeks ago, stated, we can't fix it where you don't have enough money. They don't have enough money. Now, the other thing, maybe 2 weeks ago, came out in the paper. I just know how to read a little bit. The gravel discussion that's going south of over here. The quarry that's being discussed. A lot of people don't want it. I think most don't want it. Those who make money, they want it, and the thugs want it. Caltrans will not mitigate the reduction of the speed limit until enough people are injured and or killed. That's a good reason to not reduce the speed limit. They don't care about us. They never did. They don't care about themselves either. So when the rich and powerful and elite are done with them, they're trash. Well, we're not trash. We're somebody special. Each one of us. We could be nonconformists in our own way and get along with one another. We could figure out a way how to make this work. It doesn't have to cost so many millions of dollars that the damage will be horrific. They like to point south of here to the Cloverdale, Healdsburg area. Nobody survived when the bypass got done. Nobody held on to their property. Just like what we have now, there was an exodus. People left, sold, not at the rate, but way below the rate. Many years later, the people who came in and bought, they bought it at a deal. Maybe those people think, isn't this wonderful? You want to sell your property? The economy is going down. Where are you going to go? To North Dakota? This is the paradise that we found. We want to live here for a reason. We like the peace, health, harmony that we have here. It's pretty nice. The traffic that goes by, their records even show it's been in steady reduction every day, every week, every month, every year, and especially when it's the worst is even in the summer. Most of the concert places say that the amount of people attending are down. More and more people are carpooling. It's about time. So what are they building it for? Just money, just so they begin aggravating. Is there a lack of jobs to do out there? No. They just want to take this money. A couple of them have tried to intimidate me. Look at my muscles. There isn't one. Maybe somewhere in my jaw. But what are they afraid of? If they have the right, if they know what they're talking about, if they know what they're doing, why can't they answer any questions? Straight up and straight down. Why can't they mitigate into a way that we like it? So the deer could cross safely, so that people could drive without having mortality rates going up. They can do that. We can do that. You can take a look at the WPA and FDR. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but take a look at the road work that he made. FDR believed in the Roman concept, not in conquering and invading, but let those roads last forever because we don't know when they're going to have to do this again. Caltrans believes in maintaining and fixing things as often as possible. Take a look. You'll see Covelo Road and other areas. There's signs of the WPA 1928 and other roads that are still there. Tell me a Caltrans road that is still existing from 1955. You're going to have a hard time because all they want to do is keep fixing and repairing, ripping it up, and doing it again. They're like children. Well, maybe they are children, just fatter and older and grayer, wanting for their pensions and retirement. You know what? I'm willing to let them retire and get their pensions. They're worth at least 10% of the pay they get. Maybe even 11%. You know what? I love Caltrans. I've actually found the paperwork regarding my land, but they started with me many years ago. The doublespeak that Charlie Fielder talks about. And I could mention a lot of other names. I'm not afraid of them. I think they're afraid of their own selves. They went after me by turning over my stuff to a credit collection agency in the state of Wisconsin. I thought California needs the money. When I called Wisconsin, they dropped the lien against me. Kind of funny. Took a while until I could get the appraiser of our county to take a look at our property, what Caltrans did. Caltrans yelled and screamed at the tax appraiser of our county. Well, needless to say, our taxes got reduced substantially. You see, there's a lot that we could do as individuals and as a group. Caltrans, being the mafia and the bully of the state, they're only as strong as the fingernail that I already trimmed away. And I could do some more trimming. Yeah, I think we all agree. Maybe over here too. What do you think? They're only as powerful as we allow them to be. They're just bullies. They're mafia. They give one another titles. They don't really go to college to get those degrees. They give each other a title. We'll call you an engineer. They're not really an engineer. Gee, you're a road consultant. They're not really a road consultant. They don't do anything for private enterprise. If they leave Caltrans, most of them could get a job seeing the difference between aluminum and steel. Yes, Charlie Fielder, we have a job for you. Aluminum's going up in price every day. Steel tin cans, they're worth what you're worth. Nothing. And we could save a lot of money by getting rid of a lot of the Caltrans workers, unless they do what we want. Maintain and fix the roads that need fixing right now. Fix and repair the access to and from the Caltrans roads. That's what you're supposed to do right now. Fix and repair the erosion that goes onto the roads. You don't have to wait until the mess happens. It's pretty clear what tree is going to come down, what mudslide is going to happen, and what maybe should be planted in that area. If you don't know, UC Davis is east of here. It's one of the best schools in the state. You should talk to them and see, maybe they'll give you some ideas. And then you have to know how to communicate. Well, this is me, once again, signing off. Maybe I've let my flap go a little bit too long. Maybe not long enough. So for those who want to contact me, my contact information will be up there again in some way or another. We love Caltrans. Just do something else, except the bypass. Peace, health, and harmony. All love you can hold on to. And remember, have fun.